You never know what worse luck your bad luck has saved you from. When the lambs is lost in the mountain, he said, they is cry, sometime come the mother, sometime the wolf. You forget what you want to remember, and you remember what you want to forget. Where men can't live, gods fare no better. Scars have the strange power to remind us that our past is real. Long before morning I knew that what I was seeking to discover was the thing I'd always known. Nobody wants to be here and nobody wants to leave. By day the banished sun circles the earth like a grieving mother with a lamp. Whatever in creation exists without my knowledge exists without my consent. They were watching, out there past men's knowing, where stars are drowning and whales ferry their vast souls through the black and seamless sea. There is no God and we are his prophets. People complain about the bad things that happen to them that they don't deserve, but they seldom mention the good. About what they done to deserve them things. Just remember that the things you put into your head are there forever. I don't know why I started writing. I don't know why anybody does it. Maybe they're bored, are failures at something else. Keep a little fire burning, however small, however hidden. Men of God and men of war have strange affinities. The truth about the world, he said, is that anything is possible. A man's at odds to know his mind, cause his mind is aught he has to know it with. He can know his heart, but he don't want to. You have my whole heart. You always did. I thought that in the beauty of the world were hid a secret. If trouble comes when you least expect it, then maybe the thing to do is to always expect it. At one time in the world there were woods that no one owned. War was always here. Before man was, war waited for him. The ultimate trade awaiting its ultimate practitioner. When one has nothing left, make ceremonies out of the air and breathe upon them. I can normally tell how intelligent a man is by how stupid he thinks I am. He said that those who have endured some misfortune will always be set apart, but that it is just that misfortune which is their gift and which is their strength. When you die, it's the same as if everybody else did too. Perhaps in the world's destruction it would be possible at last to see how it was made. If only my heart were stone. The frailty of everything revealed at last. Old and troubling issues resolved into nothingness and night. The point is there ain't no point. 'Tis better to have loved and lost, than never to have loved at all. More things are wrought by prayer than this world dreams of. Everything you can imagine is real. I am a part of all that I have met. My purpose holds to sail beyond the sunset in the baths of all the western stars until I die. Sometimes the questions are complicated and the answers are simple. If I had a flower for every time I thought of you, I could walk through my garden forever. So many worlds, so much to do, so little done, such things to be. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Knowledge comes, but wisdom lingers. So sad, so fresh the days that are no more. I'm not afraid of death, I just don't want to be there when it happens. A lie that is half truth is the darkest of all lies. The happiness of a man in this life does not consist in the absence but on the mastery of his passions. Reality continues to ruin my life. Sometimes the heart sees what's invisible to the eye. I must lose myself in action, lest I wither in despair. The only way out of the labyrinth of suffering is to forgive. Dreams are true while they last, and do we not live in dreams? If you don't concentrate on what you are doing, then the thing that you are doing is not what you are thinking. We are what we pretend to be, so we must be careful about what we pretend to be. Come friends, it's not too late to seek a newer world. It is inconceivable that the whole universe was merely created for us who live in this third-rate planet of a third-rate moon. But better to get hurt by the truth than comforted with a lie. The quiet sense of something lost. For I dipped into the future, far as human eye could see. Saw the vision of the world, and all the wonder that would be. The fear of death follows from the fear of life. A man who lives fully is prepared to die at any time. You only live once, but if you do it right, once is enough. There lives more faith in honest doubt, believe me, than in half the creeds. The one you love and the one who loves you are never, ever the same person. Ours is not to wonder why. Ours is just to do or die. In 3 words I can sum up everything I've learned about life. It goes on. To strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. How wonderful it is that nobody need wait a single moment before starting to improve the world. I follow up the quest despite of day and night and death and hell. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. I think by the time you're grown you're as happy as you're going to be. You'll have good times and bad times, but in the end you'll be about as happy as you was before. Your heart's desire is to be told some mystery. The mystery is that there is no mystery. There is no such joy in the tavern as upon the road thereto. If you break little promises, you'll break big ones. You fix what you can fix and you let the rest go. If there ain't nothing to be done about it, it ain't even a problem. It's just a aggravation. The world is quite ruthless in selecting between the dream and the reality, even where we will not. If the rule you followed brought you to this, of what use was the rule? The closest bonds we will ever know are bonds of grief. The deepest community one of sorrow. But there are no absolutes in human misery, and things can always get worse. They spoke less and less between them until at last they were silent altogether, as is often the way with travelers approaching the end of a journey. Anything that doesn't take years of your life and drive you to suicide hardly seems worth doing. If there's one thing on this planet you don't look like, it's a bunch of good luck walking around. He thought each memory recalled must do some violence to its origins. Scared money can't win, and a worried man can't love. All things of grace and beauty, such that one holds them to one's heart, have a common provenance in pain. Their birth in grief and ashes. I tried to put things in perspective, but sometimes you're just too close to it. I got what I needed instead of what I wanted, and that's just about the best kind of luck you can have. I have no enemies. I don't permit such a thing. All the time you spend trying to get back what's been took from you, there's more going out the door. After a while you just try and get a tourniquet on it. Things happen to you, they happen. They don't ask first. They don't require your permission. Probably I don't believe in a lot of things that I used to believe in, but that doesn't mean I don't believe in anything. Do not expect fidelity from a wife who left another man for you. Life is a memory, and then it is nothing. On this road there are no Godspoke men. They are gone, and I am left, and they have taken with them the world. You are either born a writer or you are not. Here beyond men's judgments all covenants were brittle. In the end we all come to be cured of our sentiments. If you don't know where you're going, any road'll take you there. Sweet is true love that is given in vain, and sweet is death that takes away pain. Shall love be blamed for want of faith? Insanity is doing the same thing, over and over again, but expecting different results. The shell must break before the bird can fly. Love is the only gold. It is better to be hated for what you are than to be loved for what you are not. In the spring a young man's fancy lightly turns to thoughts of love. For men may come and men may go, but I go on forever. It does not do to dwell on dreams and forget to live. Let the great world spin forever down the ringing grooves of change. That which we are, we are. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. This is the ideal life. My strength is as the strength of 10, because my heart is pure. The year is dying in the night. Life is what happens to us while we are making other plans. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. This madness has come on us for our sins. I may not have gone where I intended to go, but I think I have ended up where I needed to be. Who is wise in love? Love most, say least. To follow knowledge like a sinking star, beyond the utmost bound of human thought. What is it all but a trouble of ants in the gleam of a million of suns? Shape your heart to front the hour, but dream not that the hours will last. And out of darkness came the hands that reach through nature, molding men. Made weak by time and fate, but strong in will to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. Our echoes roll from soul to soul, and grow forever and forever. The old order changes, giving place to the new, least on good custom should corrupts the world. We needs must love the highest when we see it. The only way to win a woman's trust is to trust her. What rights are those that dare not resist for them? Now slides the silent meteor on, and leaves a shining furrow, as thy thoughts in me. He makes no friends who never made a foe. Authority forgets a dying king.